You saw me crying, but you didn't want to look. You heard me hurting, but you didn't want to listen. This could have been something. This could have been really something. Tell me something more. Tell me something more. Just the way of the world. Love just ebbs and flows. What's left for us to rely on? But this could have been something. This could have been really something. Tell me something more. Tell me something more.
Hey, AB. It's so good to be back here. It's like there's a few venues around the world, like Paradiso being one of them and AB being the other, and I think that actually they are the two. And we were in Paradiso last night and here tonight, and they're both exquisite in their own right. They're so beautiful, and we're so lucky in Europe to have these. It's extremely cool. So that was our first album, and we recorded it about I think I was 19 when we finished that record. And we met in this beautiful. Do you mind if I tell you a bit about how we made the record? Because I just think it's a nice, it's a beautiful thing. I was working in a studio as a producer, like basically DJs were coming in and I was writing tracks for them as they made joints and smoked them at the back of the room. But I made the tracks for them, and they kind of liked doing that, and I did about a year doing that. And then I got sacked because they thought they wanted kind of chart hits. And they're like, can you do something a bit cheesy? And I'm like, no, why would I? And, well, you're sacked then. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm sacked, all right, I'm fired. So I'm tidying up all my stuff in the studio, and then the phone rings, and it's before mobiles, it's before email, it's like the phone. So I'm picking up, hello? Hello? Hi, my name's Lou. Are you Andy? Yes, I'm Andy. I hear you're a bit strange, but a good producer. Thanks, I think. She's like, do you want to be in a band? I'm like, I just got fired. I've got fired. Nothing to do. Sure, let's meet up for a drink tomorrow. So the next day, we went out to Dry Bar in Manchester. There's a little bar. And she walked into the bar, and I was just like, oh my God, is this her? I mean, this is before you could kind of check people out on Facebook, right? It was like, and she's like, so what kind of music do you want to make? And I was like, whatever. So I was like, okay, well, the next week I've got this week of studio time that I was owed by one of my clients in Leeds. Do you want to go? And so we drove up in a little van, and we had this week of studio time. We slept on the studio floor, and something really remarkable happened. We started writing God Bless, and it was our first song. It had this kind of quite slow, slanting sort of groove. And she played something, she's like, listen to this. And she recorded it off pirate radio station. And it was pre-drum and bass, it was like early breakbeat. And we're like, fuck, this is sexy. This is really cool. And it was literally just a couple of pirate stations playing it. So we're like, well, why don't we try with God Bless and just do double time drums? And kind of basically the sound of Lamb was made in that moment. Then we get another phone call. Hello, I'm Richard O'Donovan. I'm from I'm A&R from Universal Records. I hear you're doing some great music. I'm like, okay. He said, can I come and see you? And I said, sure. And so we're like, oh, there's this really expensive restaurant around the corner. We'll get him to take us there. Because that's what record companies are for, right? Well, they were back then anyway. So we went to this expensive restaurant, and we sat there, and we ate, and he didn't come, and we ate. And it was like a scene from a movie. A guy with a silver tray with a telephone wanders over, for you, Mr. Barlow. Picked up the phone, like, hi, it's Richard from Universal. I can't make it today. And we've been sat there for 4 hours, and we spent a fortune on food, which we thought he was going to pay for. So I was just like, I mean, there might be children here, so I'm not going to say what I said, but I basically told him. Anyway, next day, we were in Lou's studio, and she's got this little basement, and we had a tiny little studio set up. Anyway, knock on the door, Richard O'Donovan. He's like, what are you doing here, coming down from London to Manchester? He's like, well, if a band ever tells me to fuck off, I always come the next day and try and sign them. Anyway, like, 2 weeks later, we had a record deal. We'd only been together for 3 months. I was 18. And off we went with this incredible sort of like whirlwind kind of... And like, if we'd have thought back now that we'd be here 21 years later playing it, I mean, it's absolutely remarkable. And it's really down to Lou being a lot more grounded and stable than I am, basically. So that's a little of the history, and so now we are going to fast forward on, and we've got like plenty of other albums that we're going to play you tracks from, and this next one is called Angelica. Thank you guys.